Hello students of class 10th. Today we are going to study about the Act 4 Scene 1. I am your English teacher Adarsh Vili and you all are welcome to my class. Now before we start Act 4 Scene 1, let's see the characters which are present in this scene. So the main characters that are present in this scene, they are first the Duke and his Menippeus, then Antonio, Bassanio, Grishanio, Salarino, and other. And later on, they are also joined by Portia and Nerissa. And this scene is taking place in the court of justice, that is the Duke's court in Venice. This scene is also known as the trial scene because this scene is very important scene in the whole play. And in this scene we come to know that whatever events were taking place in the previous scenes, which means that the danger which was to come upon Antonio and Bassanio, this is totally revealed in this scene. And we see that the happiness of Bassanio, Portia, Antonio, and the other characters who are the friends of Antonio and Bassanio, they are all unrevealed. But later on, as the scene proceeds, we find that Portia comes into this scene and how the argument take place between Portia and Shylock, and in the end Portia turns the table against Shylock and she wins over the case, and Shylock is then arrested and later on he was pardoned. So the significance of this scene is that it is also the climax of the play. It is also known as the climax of the play. It is important to see that how Portia turns the table on Shylock. It interests us mainly for Portia's wit and integrity. Some critics have found it difficult with the procedure adopted at the trial scene, but we see that this scene becomes quite interesting. Now we come to the original text. Today we are going to discuss line number 1 to 25, and here the scene starts with the speech of Duke. So here the Duke is saying to Antonio, the Duke says that what is Antonio here? The scene is taking place in the Duke's court and Antonio is present in front of the Duke, and here the Duke is saying that what is Antonio here? Antonio replies, ready, so please your grace. Duke says, I am sorry for thee, thou art come to answer a stony adversary, an unhuman wretch, incapable of pity, and void and empty from the dram of mercy. This speech reveals about the character of Shylock, because here the Duke has already requested Shylock to pardon Antonio, but Shylock has simply refused everything. So here the Duke feels deeply sad for Antonio, and he says that you are here to defend yourself against the most hard-hearted enemy. So the quality of Shylock has been discussed over here as a hard-hearted enemy. He is a villain who is incapable of any human feeling and with a heart without a single drop of mercy. So here the character of Shylock has been described here, that he was a very hard-hearted person and he does not have a single dram of mercy. Then Antonio says that I have heard your grace had taken great pain to qualify his rigorous course, but since he stands obstinate and there is no lawful means can carry me out of his envious reach, I do oppose my patience to his fury and am armed to suffer So here in the speech, Antonio is saying that he has prepared himself and he has also been told that the Duke has requested and tried to pursue the villain to be less severe and yielding. But since he will not yield and I cannot escape the clutches of his enmity by any legal means, I will face the violence with patience. Well, I am ready to suffer with patience and resignation the worst cruelty he can inflict upon me. So, in this speech, Antonio is very much thankful to the Duke, because the Duke has already spoken to Shylock about this, but Shylock was not ready to give any kind of mercy to Antonio, and he was only determined to take a pound of flesh. So here the Duke says that go on and call the Jew into the court. Now Shylock is called in the court. He is ready at the door. He comes, my lord. So Celerio over here says that here comes the Shylock. Now the Duke says to Shylock, Duke, make room and let him stand before our face. Shylock, the world think, and I think so too, that thou would leadest this fashion of thy malice to the last hour of thy act, and then it's though thou shalt show thy mercy and remorse more strange than in the strange apparent cruelty, and where thou now extract the penalty, which is a pound of this poor merchant's flesh, thou wilt not only lose the forfeiture, but touched with the human gentleness and love, forgive the moiety of the principal. So here the Duke is making another attempt to pursue Shylock, and he is telling him that that make way for him, let him appear before me. Shylock, everybody believes, including myself, that you are keeping up this show of thy malice till the last moment, and then we are hoping you will relent and show pity, an action that will appear all the more striking in the contrast of your assumptions, and stranger as it now seems, and whatever your insisted on the payment of the penalty, which is a pound of flesh from Antonio's body. And Antonio, we are all hoping that you will not only remit the penalty, but moved by the human consideration, you will let go the part of the money due to you and think more of the heavy loss. So here what we see is that the Duke is trying to explain to Shylock that he should not be so much cruel, because you see that Antonio was not in such a situation where he could have paid the penalty of the bond, because his ships were lost in the sea, and therefore he was not able to pay back the penalty of the bond. So but we see that Shylock was not ready to listen to all these things. He was only determined to take the penalty of the bond. So here we come to know about the quality of Shylock, that he was a very hard-hearted person, and he does not have any dram of mercy in him, and he does not want to give any kind of mercy to Shylock, and he was only determined to take the pound of flesh. So in this lecture today we have discussed line number 1 to 25. I will be soon joining you on another video for the next part of the explanation. Thank you for listening.